Hi, I'm Luke,
And I'm Liz.
and today we want to show you Why I Otter, a two-player trick-taking game in Button Shy's Wallet line. Now, we're going to do a playthrough, but before we do that, let me show you how to play. I mentioned that Why I Otter is a trick-taking game. For those not familiar with the term, trick-taking games are made up of rounds called tricks, where each player plays a card from their hand, and then based on the rule of whatever game they're playing, someone will win the trick. Usually it's by playing a card that's somehow better than the other cards that were played by the other players during that turn. For most trick-taking games, the object is to win a specific number of tricks, or just to get more than the other players or the other team. Why I Otter is an adorable two-player variation on the trick-taking style of game. To avoid confusion for players unfamiliar with the genre, we'll just call them rounds instead of tricks, but in the case that I accidentally call them tricks, now you'll know what I mean. In Why I Otter, each round, 3 cards are drawn to form the river, and then the first player will play 1 card from their 3-card hand. The other player will play card from their hand as well, and the cards will be compared. If the second player played the same color card as the first, but with a higher value, then the second player would win. Or if they play a card that is a color that will beat the first, in this case, blue beats yellow, then the second player would win. Otherwise, the first player wins the round. Whichever player won the round takes all the cards played during that round and sets them aside, claiming them for their own and filling up their den of otters. The winner of the round looks underneath each of the 3 cards and picks one to add to their hand, again bringing them back up to their 3-card hand. The player that did not win the round looks under these same 2 remaining cards and chooses one to add to their hand, bringing them back up to 3, and the other card is set aside to become end-game scoring conditions. This choice is the key to understanding Why I Otter. Mechanically, this is a very simple game, but the idea that you have to balance winning tricks to build up your den and tactically losing tricks to make the cards that you have in your den score at the end of the game, in my opinion, is just delightful. Now this continues until there are no more cards left to make up a new river. Rounds, however, still continue until all players no longer have any cards left to play. At that point, players gain points based on the cards in their den and the scoring conditions developed over the course of the game. For example, whichever player has the most number ones within their den would get 2 points. In this situation, only this player has any ones, so they'll get their 2 points. For the second scoring condition, whoever has the most fives. This player has the most fives, they will get 2 points. And for this last scoring condition, whichever player has the most threes, so this one would get the point. Other examples may include colors. The player who had the most blue cards in their den would get 2 points for that example. Then once all scoring conditions have been counted, whichever player has the most points wins the game. Hopefully this is enough information to understand how to play, but if you'd like to stick around with us, Liz and I will play through a full game as an example. All right, so we'll deal 3 to each person, put the rest here, and we'll start laying out the river. Would you like to go first?
You can.
Okay. Since it's a two-player trick-taking game, it's really advantageous to not go first if you can help it. All right. There's mine.
So blue beats yellow.
Blue beats yellow, or bigger yellow.
Boom.
Ooh, good job, good job. The winner picks the first one. The loser decides which card becomes the scoring card. Most twos for each 5. So most twos is now in the scoring. So you won, so you'll lead. I actually don't have any pinks, nor do I have a blue that's bigger than a 5. So you just got a 2 that'll help you with this. All right. So I definitely don't want each 3 to be the scoring condition because you got them and I don't. So the most ones will be the scoring condition. I'll take this one. Now technically, we've gotten this far in a game before and then the other person ended up winning. It's not likely. All right. So I will take your yellow with a blue. I will take this one into my hand. So the most 6s becomes a scoring feature. All right, and so I have to lead.
Blue beats yellow.
Blue beats yellow. Oh, I just thought, well, there's been so many blues that got played. This is my best chance. It was not my best chance. And now you've got the most 6s also. Right. Most yellows or the most blues? Okay.
I didn't want you to get points for your score.
You're just like, how worse can I make this? Okay, so I'll take this one. Most blues is the scoring condition. Your turn. I took that, and I get the most 2s, so I'll get some points now. But now I have to lead, which is going to get you a blue, probably.
Pink beats blue.
Yes. Ah, and you got the most 6s. Good job, good job. What about this last one?
You beat a 1.
I beat the 1, so I have the most 1s. Okay, so my score, just so I'll get some points at least. The most 2s, I have the most 2s, so I get 2 points. Most 1s, I have the most 1s, so I get 2 points.
I have the most 6s.
So you get 2 points.
And I have the most blues.
So you get 2 points. So we are technically tied at this point.
If your total scores tie, then you share in the victory.
Oh, well, good job.
Good job.